the action between now and the end of the day. You can see it's a very busy day to come, and the first of the sessions coming up shortly. The women's up to 79 kg. There'll be a total of 9 gold medals handed out over the course of the day, and in the not too distant future we'll be meeting some of the contenders aiming to get that first gold in the women's up to 79 kg. And this competition features the African record holder Bose Omaleu of Nigeria, the 29-year-old, not too far away either from the current world record. In fact, the difference between the African record that she boasts and the world record is just half a kilogram, so there could be a chance of that going today. We are yet to see a world record at these African Championships despite 2 previous attempts. So there are the world records for the senior and the junior category. Zhu Li of China boasting 138.5 from Mexico City 2017 and the World Championships in December. Bose Omaleu confident that she could not only get gold today here in Algiers, but also get a world record as well. That is the lineup, and these are the weights on the right hand side of the screen that we were given around half an hour ago. Now they may have changed. It will be surprising if Bose Omaleu starts on just 80. Gian Hassan certainly wasting no time, it seems, as she prepares to lift 120, we expect, but of course the coaches and the athletes are allowed up to 5 minutes before the session to start to make any changes to their starting weight, so we may see a couple of changes in that respect, and it looks like we have as well, and we'll bring you information of that as and when each athlete lifts, because it now looks as if Bose Omaleu has changed her starting weight from 80 to a higher number, which is no surprise. You can see her in the green and white jacket just on the practice bench in the warm-up area. And there we are, the countdown complete. We are ready to go with the first session of day 3, the final day of the Algiers 2018 World Powerlifting African Championships. And the bar, you can see, already set for our first competitor to come to the stage. And that will be Sahar El Ghanimi of Libya, the 37-year-old who was the flag bearer for Libya at the 2008 Beijing Paralympic Games. She finished 7th there after finishing 6th at the 2004 Games in Athens. She has medalled on the international stage though, bronze in the 2010 World Championships with a lift of 97.5. That's when she weighed a little bit more, and she was in the under 82.5 kilo category. But now she's going for 84 kilo. Which is 8.5 kilo more than her body weight. First lift of the morning, and we're awaiting the official's verdict. It's a good lift. So a good start to proceedings for Sahar El Ghanimi of Libya. A lift of 84 successful, and good reason for optimism for her. Not even a grimace on her face there as she lifted that up. Really impressive start, and by her third and final lift she could really be on a significantly heavier weight to what she started. But it is about ensuring you get your first lift right. So now the home favourite, Nasirat Mohamed Marah, and you have to say that the home crowd have been treated to entertainment in the previous 2 days. Every single weight division in the men's and the women's competition having an Algerian athlete in it. And here we have the 32-year-old weighing in at 77.1. Only Gian Hassan, the favourite from Egypt, weighs more. It's going to be a really difficult scrap for a podium spot today when you consider the likes of Gian Hassan and Bosa Omalayu in the competition. It's not all about the medals, of course. Those personal gains very much important, and competition experience as well for the likes of Nasirat Mohamed Marah in front of a home crowd. A good lift as well there from Mohamed Marah. On 86 kilos, and we've had 2 out of 2 in our opening 2 lifts of the morning. So that breeds confidence for those that have already gone, but it also means those that are watching in the warm-up area, there is a screen in that area, so they'll know exactly what's going on. And it puts a little bit of pressure on them as well to get their lift nailed on right. So the bar being stacked even heavier for our next lifter from Morocco, Sane Sabane. Sabani, 40 years old, and competed in javelin and shot put before making the crossover to powerlifting. She was 6th at the recent World Championships in Mexico, where she was in the weight category below, in the up to 73. Lifted 105 there, lifted 101 as well at the Open Europeans, which saw her get 2nd earlier this year in France. As I say, she's progressed now into a higher weight division. How will that alter things? She is the lightest of the 5 competitors. Don't lift of 107. Could be a close one between the officials, that. Well, in the end, a unanimous verdict of no lift. 3 red lights against Sane Sabane, who's obviously confident she can lift that weight. However, a previous best of 105 and going for 107 today, maybe feeling that extra bit of pressure and almost feeling obliged to go heavier because she's in a heavier weight division, but doesn't always work out like that. See the officials having to revert to the traditional method of raising the flags at the same time. White signifying a good lift, red signifying no lift, because we do have a bit of a technical problem at the moment. Real veteran of the sport is Gihan Hassan, 46 years of age, and she in fact competed at the first Paralympic Games in which female powerlifting applicants were accepted in 2000 in Sydney. She finished 5th there. And that was in the up to 60k category. She's gone up the divisions ever since. In 2010 she was in the up to 82 kilo category when she won the World Championships. Most recently getting a bronze medal in Mexico with a lift of 125, and she starts here going for 122. Bit of a struggle to lift that bar up there, and is that going to count against her? It's not. It's been given as a good lift. Slow and steady is good enough. It's sufficient. And as long as you get that bar up in a steady enough fashion, the lift is successful. And there's an element of surprise on the face of Gihan Hassan there, where she saw the 3 white flags raised, but she'll be relieved to get that one out of the way with 122. There's a good lock off on the chest, and then there's a threat that she may stall on the way back up again, but she managed to succeed. So now Bose Omalayo, the African record holder, with 138, going here for 132 to put a 10k clear at the top. Lives in Lagos, back in Nigeria. Her coach is Patience Igbiti. Shouldn't make a Nigerian debut until as recent as 2014. Well, gold in Rio with that African record, and silver as well at the World Championships. Well, she made that look pretty comfortable, and the officials concur, and we may see a world record attempt within the regulatory 3 attempts from Bose Omalayo. She goes off at this form. She really looks wide awake this morning and keen to impress. Fist pump between her and her head coach. And the expression of joy there as well as she made that lift. Sarah El Ghanimi now going for 87. A lift of 87 and a good lift as well from Sahar El Ghanimi. 2 out of 2. What more can you ask for? Will she push the boat out, I wonder, when it comes to the third lift? Again, face very much full of composure. Nasser Mohamed Marah is up next, and she did well first time around with a lift of 86. At the moment she's looking at a bronze medal, but she would have to rely on Sane Soubane of Morocco failing to lift both of her next 2 attempts. So all the Algerian can do here is just do her best and hope it's enough in the overall standings. She's getting strapped in here and initially didn't look the most comfortable with that. Of course, this is what's unique about powerlifting. In parasport, you are completely horizontal. Your feet are on the bench, unlike your regular bench press, where you may be able to use your feet for support. Not here. All about the upper body. So Nasser Mohamed Marah going for her place back into third, and she's got it as well. 2-1 in favour. Another strong Algerian contingent in the crowd, you can see on the right of your screen, and they were happy with that. So second attempt for Sani Shabane, and it is again a crack at 107. Didn't quite go away first time around with 3 red lights, or 3 red flags as it was then. We have now returned back to the lights that going against her. If she lifts this, she is in third and leapfrogs Nasira Mohammed Marat, which won't go down too well with the home faithful. I don't think she'd care too much about that. If successful this time. So Sani Shabane now in the driving seat for the bronze medal, ahead of the Algerian just gone before her. It looks like the silver is out of distance for her. Look at her eyes there. She lifts that up, full concentration on that bar and making sure that it gets back up successfully. And it did, and the coach knew that before the lights were even shown on the screen. Yehan Hassan back on the stage, and well, really realistically, when you look at the standings, she's got the silver in the bag. I can't see Sani Shabane aiming to lift anywhere near 122 this morning, so Hassan now just trying to go up in them small but meaningful increments. To try and get somewhere near to her personal best at this weight division. This is the lift that got her bronze at the World Championships in 2017, albeit she was in the 86 category then. So now 7 kilos or so lighter. And she's still capable of conquering this weight. It's a good lift. 2 to 1. And Gian Hassan carries on and carries on. And maybe lighter than she was in Mexico, but still can lift those heights and lift that sort of weight. And the bar looking bulkier now for Bose Omaleu, who is going for 137. This is 1k off of her African record, and she's really teasing her way here to a potential world record this morning. And I've got a really good feeling about the Nigerian. If she can lift this, then almost certainly she's capable of breaking a new world record here in Algiers this morning, and it would be the first one of the weekend. And what great reward for the crowd, and also for those that have been sticking with us on the live stream for the championship so far, to see this happen. For now, 137 is the target. A potential dress rehearsal for a world record attempt. This is 8k heavier than what she lifted for silver at the World Championships in December. And again, made to look oh so simple. And it is good. .137 lift by Bose Omaleu. And I think we're going to see a world record attempt. She hasn't really got much choice. 138.5 the world record. Will she go for 139? We shall see. Again, just looking very composed with that lift, and it was never in any doubt that that would be given as good. Sahar El-Ghanimi is up for her final attempt now, already on round 3 here in this first competition of the day. First of 9 competitions to come, spread over the course of 5 sessions. She's managed to achieve her first 2 targets. Now going for the 90, which she hasn't lifted on the international stage since the World Championships in 2014, where she finished 9th with a lift of 97 back then. She still got it now. Looked to be more dominant in the left hand rather than the right, and that's gone against her because it's a no lift, and just see there was a lack of symmetry there, lack of balance as she raised that bar. But nevertheless, a successful morning for Sahar El-Ghanimi of Libya. The best lift for her being 87. Worth mentioning as well that all 5 of our competitors have managed to comfortably surpass the minimum qualifying standard to carry on the pathway for Tokyo 2020 and make their way to the next stage. Of course, a lot of international competition to come between now and the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. In just 2 years' time, 77 kilograms in this weight division was enough to carry on that pathway, and all 5 have easily done that, including the Algerian Nasira Mohamed Marah, who will not be getting a medal from this event, but nevertheless she has put on a show for her watching public, and she's wanting to finish on a high. She started on 86, moved up 5 to 91, and she's going up another 5 now, pushing the boat out to 96k. This to finish 4th. Again, a bit of deliberation about the strapping here. One for the upper part of the leg around the thigh, and then the other for around the shin. Each athlete getting 2 minutes to perform their lift from the moment they're announced onto the stage. 45 seconds remaining for the Sarah Mohammed Marat to lift 96 kg. Again, looking a bit lopsided, and so no lift for the Algerian, but nevertheless 91 going down as her best lift, and she will finish 4th in this competition. So misses out on a medal, but certainly lots to work on. And the 32-year-old will be hoping for more success in future competitions, and also to use the experience of competing at a home championships. You see, she knew it wasn't right, and the officials were never going to be convinced otherwise.
Thank you. The bar is loaded to 110 kilograms. Welcome and Paralympic from Morocco, Sanae Soumeh.
Tonight, Sabane with her final lift now going for 110. The bronze medal is hers. She is not willing to stick her neck out for silver, as that's too far out of reach. So this, for her, is all about getting a PB. She's already bettered what she got at the World Championships of 2017 and the European Open Championships this year. Now the 40-year-old aiming to finish with a flourish. 110 the target. Well, that looked good to me, and the officials agree. 3 out of 3. Bit of an apprehensive look to the board there from the Moroccan coach, but ultimately a good lift from Sanae Sabane. The only block on the copybook, that first lift there of 107. None of our athletes yet have managed to get 3 out of 3. But that could soon be about to change. Here's that lift again from Sanae Sabane. Just managing to keep that bar level and get it back on the rack in strong fashion. Gehan Hassan back for her final lift. Silver is hers. She aims now for 127. Small increments from her, from 122 to 125, and now 127. Best ever lift was back in 2010, 130 in the World Championships when she won gold there. But she did weigh around 5k heavier, so she's not going that distance here. 127 in itself, though, would be a success. 1 minute to make this lift. That seems like a challenge too far. No, it's not. 2-1 in favour. Well, I was beginning to wonder if that would be given a good lift, as there was a bit of a struggle involved in that, but the officials saying it's good, and it is a full house for Gihan Hassan. 3 lifts out of 3 successful. Congratulations to her, picking up silver from this event. Just managing to be resolute enough to pull through there. It was smooth, no stuttering despite the decrease in pace in which she lifted it. That need not matter, so Gihan Hassan gets silver, and the gold medalist will be Bose Omaleo, and we were toying with the possibility of a new world record here. She's going for it now. 139 is what she is aiming for, which is half a kilo heavier than Zhu Li Li's lift at the World Championships in 2017. And the Chinese powerlifter may see her record evaporate here if Bose Omaleo can succeed with this lift. She was the world record holder after the Rio 2016 games, where she got gold there in this category. Can she snatch that title of being the world's best lifter and the world's best ever lift with the women's up to 79 right here, right now in Algiers? Bose Omaleo, 139 kg for the world record. Well, she's made everything look simple today, but that's gone against her. 2-1 against. I'm not entirely sure why that is. She can have a 4th attempt should the jury decide that be feasible, but it won't count towards her competition total, where her best is 137. The question is being asked, do you want a 4th lift? And there will be a 4th lift, so Bose Omaleo will have another crack at this, because she wasn't a million miles away with that attempt at all. So the bar will stay at 139, and we're going to have a second take of this world record attempt from the Nigerian Bose Omaleo. And in fact, she's gone for 139.5 now, so making it a little bit tougher for herself, but it is her final lift. She might as well go out with a bang. That's the warm-up area, where, of course, Gihan Hassan and Sane Sabane are getting ready to come back out for the medal presentation at the conclusion of this session, which is not over yet, because Bose Omaleo is going for a world record attempt of 139.5. I'm not quite sure why her coach has decided to add an extra half a K on. Maybe a bit more breathing space for other competitors who will in future try and break that world record, perhaps. Small margins count. But of course, on a world record attempt, an athlete hoping to break the world record gets 3 minutes rather than the standard 2 minutes. And of course she has just lifted as well, so Not much time to recover from that before she goes again, but the whole crowd are behind her here. The competition is over now. This is quite simply all about world records, and Bose Omaleo wants that world record to be hers again. 139.5 is what she will attempt. Will she manage it? She has added time here. She's got 2 minutes remaining of the allocated 3. But it looks like she wants to get on with it. A second attempt at the world record for Bose Omaleo of Nigeria. 139.5. And that time it was good. And it is a new world record for Bose Omaleo. Our first successful world record attempt of the weekend. And it means everything to the Nigerian. It means everything to Nigeria. And it means everything to the rest of Africa watching here as well. You can see spectators wearing all different coloured jerseys, celebrating that. A fantastic moment for Bose Omaleo, who reclaims the world record in the women's up to 79 kg. 139.5 the lift. And she has bettered Zhu Li of China by a whole kilo. Congratulations to Bose Omaleo, African champion and world